I did a movie quite a while ago called Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Oh, yes.
In which Mr. Bean... and there was a scene...
You're so casual about that. I did a film called Mr. Bean's
Holiday.
Well, does he look like an even bigger knob if he said, oh, well, of course, you all know Mr. Bean's Holiday? You know,
Yeah, exactly.
so it's actually
I'm trying to reduce my knob quotient.
Rowan Atkinson is one of those rare comedians who can make people laugh without saying much at all.
I just stood in front of a mirror, to be honest, and I just started pulling faces, I mean, for want of a better term. And I just sort of, you know, was doing this... And then there was this idea of having a card. It hadn't got anything that I could... Well, it was a piece of paper of where I would just... Can I stand up? And I came out just going... Anyway, it was something like that. It was...
From a simple look to an awkward movement, he can turn an ordinary moment into something unforgettable.
Yeah, the thing I find most tricky is when people don't recognize you particularly, but half recognize you. You know, it's that strange thing where they go... You know, I'd rather just, you know, hold up a flag saying yes. A few years ago, there was, I was in a Land Rover parts department near Peterborough, the kind of place you find me on most Saturdays. And I could see this guy doing that.
Best known around the world as Mr. Bean, Atkinson has created some of the funniest characters and scenes in comedy. These are some of his greatest moments.
I was based actually on a visit, on a holiday in Venice that I had in 1985, quite a long time ago. And I just remember noticing all the musical artists who were popular at the time, you know, and I thought how odd that musicians generally assume they have an international audience. Yeah. Whereas if you do comedy, you assume you've just got your country and your kind of people who are going to enjoy what you do. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun? Because I had already started exploring just doing purely visual comedy. And I was interested in trying to put visual comedy through the character of Mr. Bean on TV. And so that's where it started. Well, the first ones we did were in 1988, 89, and then it sort of grew from there, and now we've got this...
Weird, it's like you've got its own life.
What makes Rowan's story even more interesting is that Mr. Bean was not the result of years of planning. The character came from an idea he developed almost by accident.
I bet you wish you were. And there followed this bizarre conversation in which the more I tried to claim that I was the person whom he thought I merely resembled, the less he believed me. But what was funny was how close he thought I was to you know, he said the resemblance is uncanny.
What started as a simple, unusual character eventually became one of the most recognizable comedy figures in the world. Of course, becoming famous everywhere comes with some strange situations. Rowan has been recognized by fans countless times while going about his normal life.
And he came up to me after a while and he said, "Excuse me, has anyone ever told you that you're the absolute spitting image of that Mr. Bean?" I said, "Well, actually, I am the actor who plays Mr. Bean." And he said, "Hi."
But meeting a famous actor in public does not always go the way people imagine. During an appearance on The Graham Norton Show, Rowan talked about some of those experiences. Then there was his appearance on Top Gear. You might expect a conversation about Rowan Atkinson to focus mostly on cars.
I know you're a bit of a car fanatic. Yes. I have a car buying disease, almost as bad as yours. Yeah, it's a terrible disease, but not quite as bad as yours.
Do car commercials and things?
Well, I don't do car. I do credit card commercials, actually. I did a credit card commercial in New York a few years ago, and there's this beautiful woman gets out of a limo in the middle of New York, and he sees her. And this scene was when I had to look at her as if I'd just fallen in love with her.
Hi.
And the director said, "Just imagine that you've just seen your wife for the first time." And my wife happened to be on set at the time. And she said, no, that won't work. Tell him to look at her as if she's his new Aston Martin. Oh, well, and then it'll work. Oh, that'll work. And she was right. But it inspired me no end. I looked at her like no woman has ever been looked at. Oh, no. And can you give us that look? I'm curious. Yeah. Can I too?
Especially on a show built around them. But Rowan quickly found a way to take the conversation in a completely unexpected direction. He started playing around with ordinary names and made them sound so ridiculous.
Bob, you decided that Bob could be a funny word.
Right.
Now, how do you do that?
Well, it just seemed, yeah, it was always at the end of the sentence. It was, you know, so how can I help you, Bob? And it just seemed like a funny way of saying it, Bob.
That the entire discussion became a comedy routine. His ability to turn simple things into jokes is one of his biggest strengths.
I was looking at lists of motoring words the other day, wondering if you could just by saying them, make them funny. Just say the word.
Airbag. De Dion Bouton. Petrol pump.
One reporter quickly discovered that interviewing Rowan was not going to be a normal experience. His quiet, deadpan style made it almost impossible to predict what he would say next.
Rowan, how are you?
Extremely good to see you. How are you?
Thank you. I enjoyed the motorsport dinner the other night. I didn't get a chance to come over and say hello.
True, yeah, I saw you. You were very good.
I don't know about that, but what would Mr. Bean reckon to all of this Formula One malarkey?
Yeah. Well, he would enjoy it very much because he's a car enthusiast, as you know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had some magnificent cars, didn't he?
Cars, then he'd enjoy it.
While everyone else was caught up in the excitement, Rowan seemed completely comfortable creating his own little comedy scene. Another fascinating moment came when Rowan explained where Mr. Bean actually came from.
I want to go out with Mr. Bean, which would be slightly
You would not.
strange.
No.
You wouldn't want to romance
No,
Mr. Bean.
I remember early on in the life of Mr. Bean getting lots of letters from people saying, oh, I'd love to have dinner with Mr. Bean. How hilarious that would be. He's a very, very selfish individual.
We are also used to seeing Rowan fall over, make strange expressions, and move in ways that seem completely ridiculous. But when Graham Norton asked him about the mechanics behind his dancing, Rowan gave an answer that sounded almost like a serious science lesson.
Are just those fantastic set pieces that people love watching you do. The the energy tablets.
Yes.
Which must be that must be knackering.
It was knackering, actually. Yes, it was. Yeah, it's a dance sequence in which I display some extreme.
I think we've got some
dance moves.
There's some of your moves.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And it's very, and it was very taxing. Yes, I have to say. And you know, it doesn't get less taxing with the advancing years. But I managed to keep it going, and we just did a couple of takes in which I just sort of did the silliest stuff I could.
Instead of simply saying that he moves in a funny way, he broke it down with such seriousness that the explanation became the joke.
Yeah. And is it very kind of po-faced, kind of going, that's funny, that's funny? Or do you not laugh? Do you never laugh?
Oh, I do laugh. Yes.
That's good. But do you make yourself laugh?
Very, very occasionally that I find what I do. I think it's only ever happened to me on stage when doing sort of comedy sketches and things on stage, rather than on film. Whereas film I find very, very difficult.
Are the moments when Rowan plays characters who are even stranger than Mr. Bean in one memorable performance.
I find it exhausting, and I find it stressful. It's constant belief that what you're doing is not as good as it could be, you know. And of course, the problem with film is you can have another go if you've got a director.
Oh, were you that guy?
Producer. I'm afraid so.
Oh, you are that guy. I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
Yeah, I mean, I do stop eventually when I just get bored. It's great to reach the point when you just can't be bothered to do another take, and that's normally when the director goes.
He does not always need a complicated joke or a long speech. Sometimes one expression, one movement, or one completely unexpected character is enough.
Really good, thank you. This side or this side?
Right, how do you want to sit down?
No, I'll get behind you.
I see, I just sit here and
you
do
don't
nothing.
have to do anything.
Okay.
Coming up on Sunrise this morning, we meet the lovely Mr. Rowan Atkinson. We talk about Mr. Bean's holiday, and all you have to say is, if you miss it, you miss out. Simple as that. You ready?
Right, okay.
I'm good at this.
Good, okay. How interesting.
Morning, Neil Sean here on Sunrise. A man who needs no introduction, Mr. Rowan Atkinson, and we talk about Mr. Bean's holiday. Remember though, Rowan?
Oh, sorry?
If you miss it, you miss out.
Do you mind doing that again?
Yeah, okay. Morning, Neil Sean here on Sunrise. This morning we meet Mr. Rowan Atkinson and we talk all about Mr. Bean's holiday. Remember though, Rowan?
What?
If you miss it, you miss out.
Oh, yes.
Don't miss Rowan Atkinson on Sunrise this morning.
Whether he is playing Mr. Bean, Johnny English, or simply being himself during an interview, Rowan has a unique way of creating comedy. His timing, facial expressions, and completely serious delivery have made him one of the most memorable comedians of his generation,